Today, I'm just going to get right into it as I do my best to review the brand new Super Mario Bros. Movie, which comes to theaters this Friday, or if you like me, go see it on Thursday at those advanced previews because you want to avoid the big crowd. Hi, I'm your host, Chris Humphrey, and for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm just another talking head providing my opinion, trying to put right what once went wrong. And this is the perfect example of why critics can sometimes get it wrong. And this is why I'm going to put right what they got wrong. If you haven't seen the reviews, go out to IMDb, go out to Rotten Tomatoes, and you can see the critics didn't like it. And I think it's because they weren't seeing it through the eyes that this was for. It was meant for the fans. It was fan service through and through. It was nostalgic, and it was meant for the kids of these adults who used to play these games, who now are playing it on Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Wii, wherever they're playing Mario on their phone, I think now they can get it. And it's for the adults to go, I remember this, and laugh with their kid. That's what it's for. I don't understand how critics can't see that. But I'm going to start off what you're not going to like first because it's easier to start off with what I don't like. And then I'm going to hit it home on why you're going to like it. First, you're not going to like that it's a simple plot. But you have to understand it's a Mario Brothers adaptation, and Mario Bros. The games have been very simple. What do? You you're trying to defeat Bowser and then go from world to world, get as many stars as you can, get the princess at the end. That's the game. It's all in the journey. The plot is simple. It's two guys get thrown into a warp tube, get caught in the middle between Bowser and Peach, where Bowser's trying to steal the last superstar. That's it. That's the plot. Great. Simple. That's it. Some people aren't going to like that. Some people aren't going to like all the dad jokes. I don't care. I like dad jokes. Maybe I'm cheesy. You can tell me down below if I am. But that's what makes it charming. Um, that's really what you're not going to like. Some people aren't going to like that you don't get to see all the journey, right? It goes from world 1-1 and then jumps to world 2-1 or whatever. Some people aren't going to like that because the most fun about Mario is going through the stages as fast as you can as a kid and try and beat your dad and mom in Nintendo. That's what I used to do. So some people aren't going to like that, but it's an adaptation animation into an hour and a half long movie. Uh, the animation is where it kills it, right? These are the positives of it. The animation absolutely kills it. I'm not a big fan of animation films personally. I don't care for them. They're not my cup of tea. Okay, but the animations brought me into it. Very beautiful, very good at editing and combining the worlds, like the seeing the mushroom world in a life-size cartoon, and seeing Jungle World, and all the different worlds was wow. It was beautiful, and they transitioned so well to Mario Tennis, Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, you name it. So it was so cool as I jam it into one world. It was so cool to see that. Now, with that being said, some people are going to be picky, but to be honest with you, I just hope that the animators got paid because they did such a good job, and I'm really rooting that they did, and I'm hoping this helps land them other jobs because the visual effects and all that. I felt like I was in a Mario game just with better graphics, if I'm being honest with you. The real standout of this thing was not Anna Taylor-Joy as Peach. It was Jack Black as Bowser. You're probably going to hear that through all the reviews, and it's because he is. You're going to come out of this wanting more of him because he does a good job at hamming it up and putting that oomph he has in his voice. And he's done a couple animations before, and that's why he's so good. But he's also a very talented actor and singer and satire singer that does an excellent job at it. The surprise to me, personally, was Chris Pratt and Charlie Day. Now, don't go in there expecting it's a me, a Mario, for like an hour and a half. No, it's not like that. They're doing interpretations of the characters that we love, and that's what acting is, right? Not necessarily voice acting, but acting in general. You get into the characters' nuances, and that's what they do so well, building it up like they're brothers, right? Like me and my brother fighting and arguing all the time and making fun of each other. That's what they did so well. The Brooklyn accents are terrible, but I wasn't there for the accents. I was there for the nostalgia there. But the sad part about it is that you only get to see it for maybe 10, 15 minutes to start, and then they separate the two. And that was the best part of the film to me, was their interactions with each other. But if the credits are correct and anything, and I can't read the future yet, but if we get into another movie, maybe two or three, it's perfect. It's the perfect thing to build off of, and that's probably what they're going to do. Because if this does well in the Chinese and Japanese market, where it's probably going to kill, then great. The other thing that I really liked about it was actually not the movie. I went to a premiere where there was lots of kids. Now, I don't have any children, not yet, unless my wife's not telling me something, knock on wood. But I I really liked that the kids reacted to it, and that brought it more to life. And this is where the critics, I think, probably saw it all with a whole bunch of adults, and that's where you get these kind of movies wrong. Is you got to see them with its intended audience. It's intended for families, right? People with kids to watch it. People that want that nostalgic feeling to remember what it's like 40 years of gaming and to see the little jokes about the 40 years of gaming in there, right? The kids laughing and pointing at tapping their dad on the shoulder and leg saying, "Daddy, Daddy, look." And dad's already smiling because he remembers playing the game on Nintendo 64 or Super NES. Super Mario Brothers 3 is where it's at. Let me know down below, what was your favorite Mario Brothers game? It was definitely number 3 for me. There was fun parts for me that I don't want to spoil, but you know, when you're playing the game and you got the fireballs, and then all of a sudden you by accidentally jump into the wrong mushroom and you change powers at the wrong time and you hate yourself. That's how I felt when I watched this movie. It was great. Do a great job. Like I said, I don't want to spoil too much, but that's what made me laugh a little bit at it. But go there, open mind, uh, enjoy it. Again, I know you guys always wait for the very end to see what I'm going to review, because my review is so important, and to see where I put it on my list. But I'm going to go out there and give it an 8 out of 10 for nostalgic reasons, which you can see is a lot higher than the critics' opinions anywhere. But it's because it made me feel good about myself. It made me want to see another movie because it was fun and the animation was good and the banter was really good there. And I'm leaving out names that were in it because I don't want to spoil, but Fred Armisen does a good job. I just wish he was a little more cranky. And the guy who played Toad, uh, Key and Peele, as I like to call it, even though he's not Peele, but he uh, does a fantastic job. The whole cast should be very proud of this film and the animators there. But what makes it really good is the music combined. I believe it's Brian Taylor. I believe is his name. I could be wrong. Does the musical score, and that's what brings the animation and the voices all together. It takes the old music from the games, makes it new again, and puts some life back into it. And that's what it was. Watching the kids in the movie theater enjoy this is probably the best part I had when I saw it, and seeing the moms and dads smile when they're watching it is what this was for. So an 8 out of 10. You can see where I put it on my list of movies so far this year. You can see what I think of it. I can't wait until I get that list full and I have to bump somebody off. That's going to be the most exciting day for me. But that's down the line because there's many more months to the year to go. Uh, Let me know what you think of it down below the movie. Let me know what you think of me down below, because you always never disappoint. And if I don't see you guys again, I'd like to say bom dia, boa tarde, and boa noite. Ciao, guys. Producer, play my music, baby.